Hello everybody, welcome back. This is EonShiKeno and I've got with me Time Lord.
Hey there.
So we've got a match here today on Tall Dream Altar. It is between EmpireKas, our green Terran player here in the top left part of the map, and his opponent, mouzMorroW, as our red Zerg in the bottom left part of the map.
Yep, it's going to be a nice little ZVT. Those are always fun, especially on big maps like this.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see mouzMorroW's play. He's one of my favorite Zerg players to watch. He always does some really interesting stuff. I love watching, he does some really nice baneling bombs and all types of stuff like that, so really interested to see what he's going to do today.
Yeah, I agree. mouzMorroW is a really fun Zerg to watch. He does a whole bunch of stuff that makes me all giddy.
Gives you nerd chills, as our coaches would say.
Yeah.
So we already have a gas before barracks for Kas. So gonna do something tricky here. Tricky. We got an early hatch, gonna go down for mouzMorroW. Looks like a 16 hatch. The drone gets around too. There he goes. He's gonna get that 300 minerals, pop it down, and he's gonna send out a drone at the same time. He's gonna go up to the top part of the map, and I don't know if he's gonna get there in time before Kas finishes that wall off. But he will see the tech lab. I'm assuming he's going to throw down a tech lab on that barracks, and he may actually get there. That drone is about already halfway there. The guy's actually flying.
His wings.
He's hovering across there. But is he actually going to go in the base, or is he just going to look for an expansion? We'll see. He's rally go to the right, and he is going to run away. Nope, now he's going to turn and go back in. He's going to see a factory. Wow, he's going to see a fast factory. That is some good information to have. And I'm kind of surprised Kas threw it down there at the entrance instead of, at least tried to hide it somewhere.
Yeah, I think he's going to make a, reactor.
A tech lab, barracks. Or and then make double Hellion.
Yeah, that's what I'm probably thinking. Because this would be reactor.
And he's going to kill that drone. And I think he managed to see that reactor. Yep, he's seen it. So he knows for sure there's definitely some Hellions on the way. And kind of surprised Kas did that. I think he probably should have at least hid the factory instead of putting it, right in front of him. He's like, "Hello, here you go on a platter. Here's what I'm doing. Hope you enjoy it." But we got a supply block here for mouzMorroW. Finally, every word pops out, but it was supply block there for a little bit. Two queens out, or two queens getting ready to come out for mouzMorroW, and sending some drones over here to the expansion. Marine holding up this Zelnaga tower. And that's an interesting tower. I always wondered how this thing removes fog of war. It's definitely some high technology there. And two Hellions about halfway finished here at the factory. Going to be heading across the map to do some damage. And we have a spine crawler here at the entrance for mouzMorroW. And this queen already heading over here to the expansion. So he's going to have both his queens here. So mouzMorroW doesn't want these Hellions to do any damage. Already setting up a creep timber at the front. I really like that play. He's going to have two queens and a spine crawler and just a couple Zerglings out, so he should easily be able to deal with these Hellions, no problem. And here come the Hellions. Let's see how this plays out. Spine crawler's just about finished. Looks like it's going to finish just in time. Hellions are just a bit too slow, and nice job with the queens, keeping a nice wall there. Just going to make those Hellions think twice about getting into that queen's base.
Yeah, and Kas does have his starport finished and made his barracks with a tech lab. Now he has the starport with tech lab. Probably gonna pump out a banshee. Yep.
Two more creep tumors. Oh, actually canceling them.
He is supply blocked. Oh, and his banshee's been supply blocked for a long time now.
Looks like it just now finished. He's gonna go ahead and start cloak because he was supply blocked. So a lot of supply blocking going on back and forth here.
That's a big blunder actually, because that's about 20 seconds now, 25 seconds that the banshee is going to be late from harassing. That's a long time. Yeah,
speed is finished, and we have a command center gonna go down here for Kas. That is natural. And yeah, like you said, he's gonna have cloak, so maybe he's going to maybe not use these banshees as like a gimmicky type of harass play, and maybe kind of incorporate him into his army a little bit.
And mouzMorroW is getting his lair up, so he's gonna have some sort of way to see the cloaked pretty soon here.
Oh my gosh, those Zerglings! mouzMorroW just completely hijacked those Hellions and killed all of them and lost very few Zerglings.
Yeah, those Hellions did nothing.
He wasn't paying attention, didn't micro. Yeah, it wasn't microed properly, and just A lot of damage done right there. So the first Banshee out, building another barracks. Cloak is just about finished. Second Banshee started. And MorroW's in a pretty good position right now. He's ahead by, what is that, 15 supply? And let's check the harvester count while we're at it. 38 for more, actually 43 for MorroW, 28 for Kas.
Yep, and that Banshee's running into the drone line at his expansion. He does not have his lair up yet.
Oh, he doesn't have it. Engineering, oh wait, he does have it. He just started the Spore Crawl. He's going to cloak, and he's going to rack up the kills here. This is going to drop the harvester count a lot more in Kas's favor. So even with the complete huge supply block, MorroW is going to take some serious damage, and he's about to break even on harvesters, or sorry,
here
drones.
Comes the Overseer, and
those queens were ready for it. He finally ended up getting it. That
wow.
Banshee definitely paid for himself right there.
Yeah, those queens are beefy when you have 3 of them.
Yeah, I
that
can't.
Banshee fell quick.
I can't believe how much damage that Banshee did, considering how long he was supply blocked.
Yeah, no, just think 25, 30 seconds longer, he would have had to run all of his drones. He would have had it's been more of a crisis moment.
Yeah, definitely would have been a lot different output there. And we got these Zerglings taking out this third there. So those Zerglings are going to clear that up. And MorroW has got some Marines out here researching stim. Does not have combat shield yet, but he's throwing up an engineering bay, getting another barracks out there, and bringing a medevac. So it looks like Kas is going to go for another push here pretty soon. And the map position does favor him, because as he pushes down, he will show up on the back side of MorroW's expansion, so you'll be able to siege up right up here in this area and then siege this expansion. That's going to be pretty annoying for MorroW, so hopefully MorroW will have his third up before that push happens, and then he can just transfer all his drones down to that expansion and not lose too much mining time. And he's already repositioning a spine crawler, so he's ready for this. Has a lot of creep tumors out there, so he's going to see this coming, have a creep ready. And here we have the attack here coming from Kas. Got some Marines. Stim just about finished. Actually, not just about finished, only halfway finished. So he's not going to have Stim for a while. He's going to have 1 medevac, which is going to be more than enough to allow him to spot the high ground. And a Zergling going to do some scouting up here on the top, scouting over to the left. MorroW definitely knows there's only that 1 expansion up right now, and Kas is going to have to make this count.
Siege is still only halfway done, so he was just poking right now.
Interesting. I'm kind of I don't really understand the timing. If he's just meant to poke on purpose to force a whole bunch of Zerglings to be made, or what his thought process was there. But there are a lot of Muta out on the map right now. Just picking off a poor Marine there, just checking out that Zelnaga tower. And combat shields, he's going to have to wait until Stim finishes to probably start combat shields. +1 is just about done for Terran infantry, and +1 for ground melee units and air units for MorroW is just about done also.
Yeah, and this is the timing the Terran wants right now, I guess. Well, he's running back to his base, but he does have Stim finished now.
Another factory going up, and another barracks. So continuing to build those production buildings. And Mute up here at the front, stimming just 4 units up there at the front. Nice job there, not over-stimming. And a lot of units here. He comes, going to come for a big attack. Sieging up a little late. I don't know, Baneling's going to get killed. They're going to get there, get a nice hit. Wow, nice job microing back all those Marines. It looks like there's going to be more than enough Marines left over and to fight off those Mutalisks.
Yeah, that was a... I don't know. Who do you think came out on top there? It was kind of even, I guess. Yeah,
it was a very even fight. But I just, I think this, like right now, this supply does favor MorroW. He just made 28 Zerglings. He's making some more Banelings. Actually, now that I think about it, I think MorroW came out ahead there because he stopped Kas from pressuring his expansion. So he started the fight before he allowed Kas to get to the expansion and get a nice position there. So I think that actually favored MorroW in the long run.
Yeah, definitely.
So another push coming out here for Kas. Just using 1 Scout Marine hanging out over here on the left side. And it looks like he's going to go all the way around this whole corner of the map here and go for the third. But we do see MorroW does have vision of this. And there's a lot of Muta out right now. We've got, what is this? 16 Muta out right now. I think he's going to have to get a couple more Marines if he wants to deal with those Muta. Combat shields just now did finish. And 3 siege tanks sieging up. Nope, they're going to move on. And some changelings going. 3 changelings at the 3rd base. I don't know what that is. Changeling rush to the rocks. No base over there. Is that 4 changelings? There's 4 changelings. What is that? And a big force here from mouzMorroW rolling around. Banelings, Zerglings, Muta. There's going to be a big fight here at the center, but no, it looks like Kas is going to fall back. That tank is too far. He's all out there alone. He's going to lose the tank. He needs to turn around, stimming the Marines, getting up there. He's going to lose the tank anyway. Marines out of position. Tanks sieging. Banelings, wow, there's so many Muta. mouzMorroW is just going to steamroll the rest of this, and those medevacs are all going to die. Those guys should have got the message to get home a little bit sooner. He's going to lose all of his medevacs. And he's still got another force ready. You're stimming some more Marines. He needs to watch out for the Banelings, of course. But mouzMorroW doing a nice job there of completely crushing that attack before Kas really had a chance to set up.
Yeah, that was pretty good. The Mutas basically baited the Marines out, you know, farther. So his Lings came in, did a little surround, and it worked out pretty good for mouzMorroW.
Ooh, I love the positioning of the Zergling for mouzMorroW. He sees the fourth of EmpireKas, sorry, third for EmpireKas. And at the same time, we have mouzMorroW getting his own fourth down here at the bottom right. So Kas has really just kind of been extremely mobile for a Marine tank army. Just kind of been all over the place. Sieging up some tanks. We have another big fight. Nice to spread there with the Marines, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. There's still a lot of Banelings left. Oh my god, cleaning out the rest of those, and there's so many Muta left.
Yeah, those tanks were taken out way too fast, and they didn't get any shots on the Banelings, so the Banelings actually got off hits on the Marines and just obliterated those Marines. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, mouzMorroW just has been in complete control this game. He's had enough units out to meet EmpireKas in the middle of the map instead of waiting for them to get outside his base and sieging. He's going to have to fight a planetary fortress right here. There's one missile turret up, but that's not going to be enough to get rid of all these Mutalisks, and this expansion is going to completely fall. Kas is going to have nothing to really save this. Base is basically gone. He's bringing some Marines, but that's not going to be enough. He's got like a 2-to-1 ratio of Mutalisk to Marines right now. Frantically going to try and throw up some missile turrets, and right now going to head into the center for production and force another stim there. We do have a armory on the way, so he's definitely going to have to get some Thor out if he wants to deal with this many Mutalisks.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that he doesn't have Thor's creating. Even one Thor is a game changer, because that just means you have to micro your Mutas, you know, to magic box them, so you just can't fly around him in one little group. So yeah,
fly and just move him into a fight, which is what he's been doing this whole game so far. So the fourth is up here for mouzMorroW, transferring some drones down there. He's probably gonna have to throw up a gas over there pretty soon. But the expansion survived. How did Kas's expansion survive there? I do not understand why mouzMorroW didn't stay there and finish it off.
Yeah, he was scared of those 7 or 8 Marines. That was kind of odd. He could have took that down and been even more ahead, but
I guess he's just playing it safe. He wants to keep that Muta retention. It's definitely one of the most important skills for Zerg players. Just keep the Muta alive. You really have to keep them alive, because the more you get, just the value of the Mutalisks just completely increases. And going to kill a couple supply depots and then just get out of town. He's actually going to snipe that barracks too. I think it's on fire. Yeah, but luckily he pulls a SCV back, and he's going to get that Thor. Yeah, he throws up a magic box right there. Going to pick off that Thor and then fall back. But those Muta are really weak. You can check right there, all their health, extremely low, in the yellow and orange.
Yeah, and you can tell how he was scared of that Thor. He's like, oh crap, I need to get rid of that now. So he doesn't have that. So he can't really push, you know. He has to wait for another Thor to really do damage to those Mutas.
Yeah, but mouzMorroW does have a lot of low HP Mutalisks. I'm waiting for the point in the Zerg play whenever Zergs can actually build queens to do transfusions to keep Mutalisks alive. But he's going here another attack to try and kill this expansion. mouzMorroW is just going to completely try and finish off this expansion. More than enough Mutalisks left here. But we have another attack here from Kas. Kas pushing through the center, throwing out some scans, going to kill off all these creep tumors, and that expansion does not die. He left it once again. That planetary fortress is so resilient. So now we have Kas finally in the position he's been looking for this entire game, trying to get in the sweet spot back here behind this natural expansion. And he's going to push up. No, he's falling back once again. Wow, Kas just he's just poking and poking and poking this game.
Yeah, mouzMorroW didn't finish off that planetary fortress I was watching. He was just, as soon as he killed all the SCVs, he ran away because he knew Kas was pushing. So he was playing it, you know, safe, like you said. So
mouzMorrow's still sticking with him. We might have a big fight right here. Tanks already sieged up, so definitely want Kas definitely needs to get those tanks sieged up in plenty of time. A Thor now showing up, so that's going to be good for him. But it looks like we're not going to have a fight here.
Yeah, with that Thor, I think he can be a little more aggressive in pushing up his tanks and a lot more better to actually do what he's been trying to do all game. But he's just been way Kos has just been way far off his actual expansion. Morrow's doing a really good job keeping him back.
Oh, attack here at the third of Kas. Is he going to kill this planetary? He's got some banelings chasing those SCVs around. And is he going to get him? Yeah, he goes, we have a big fight here in the middle. Oh, I got so many banelings in the middle. Oh, not even pretty. Oh, my God. LOL, indeed.
That's why he's like, LOL, misclicked.
Oh.
That was crazy.
That was so many dead Marines there. I bet
Morrow was so ahead anyway, though.
he was very
Even if
ahead.
it was a misclick.
But he was so ahead, but that fight, I mean, it couldn't have went any worse unless EmpireKas like alt QQ'd, you know, or sorry, what is the StarCraft 2 term? F10.
F10 in...
Yeah, I'm thinking Warcraft 3, but wow, that was insane. All right, I'm gonna go back and look at his vision here. I'm gonna watch EmpireKas's vision and see what he was actually looking at during that complete slaughter of the whole Terran force. That was... I gotta see this misclick. So he's watching his SCVs. He did click. His Marines are running across the map. He's still looking at his SCV. He's like... He looks back. He looks back just in time to see all of his units die. So he was... I guess he clicked somewhere with his Marines. His tanks didn't follow because they were siege, but for the majority of that fight, he must have used a hotkey, clicked with the Marines, had them go somewhere, but he was microing his SCVs around to get away from the two banelings there at his third base, and that planetary fortress still lived through that entire Zergling attack plus the banelings.
Well, I guess when you're getting pressured so hard, you're can't do everything at once, and that's what happens. Kos just freaking freaked out a little, and
whenever I saw mouzMorroW go for that, like he had like 10 Zerglings and like 4 banelings trying to go for the planetary fortress. I'm like, is this actually going to do anything? But it might have not killed the planetary fortress, but it causes EmpireKas to have to click more, and just having him have all that pressure on him actually in turn made him misclick and then throw away his entire Marine army and lose the game.
Yeah, and if you're doing that, you can't push up. I thought mouzMorroW did a great job because Kos, that's like where his tanks are at the end of the game. Like, that's about as far as he got to mouzMorrow's base. It was really incredible how mouzMorroW just kept him away from his base. It was really good. Yeah, and this is definitely a map where Zerg can do that on, where there's so much room to maneuver and rotate around. Whereas, if it was like a smaller map, that distance where he is right now, he would already be at his opponent's like main, in different maps. It seems like it feels like Zelnaga Towers or something like that. But definitely a very fun game here, and EmpireKas sacrificing some Terran force to the StarCraft 2 gods. So I hope everybody enjoyed it. You can check out my YouTube page, youtube.com/EonShiKeno. You got anything to say, Time Lord? No, I do not. I hope everybody has a great afternoon. Yeah, happy Memorial Day to everybody out there. See you guys later.